I just don't want to be a believer. I want to be responsible, making a difference. Mm-hmm. What's the point in living my whole life just being a believer? I'm a conscious man. Yeah. You feel? And y'all young men, so...
All right, everybody ready?
Ready. Well, man, look at here, man. I do one takes, man. It ain't real, it ain't right.
Oh, for real. It's gonna be a good one. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I tell you lies and it's just so toxic. You lie, I lie too. Girl, I don't love you. You know it's lies when I say it's just you. But don't be mad, boo. I once believed too.
First, let me make this clear. It's DNS Soldier.
And this is R.E.A.D.Y Too Fast. And thank you for tuning into the Two Sides of the Heart podcast. Today, we have an Eastern Shore legend with us. And he hails from Fredericksburg, Maryland. He's the oldest of all his siblings. And he graduated from Colonel Richardson High School. He's been married for 25 years. He has 4 kids and 4 grandkids. He is the proud owner of Joe Rock Barbershop. He also works for the Men for Change in Fredericksburg at the Activity Center. He has a trademark entitled R.E.A.D.Y, and he wrote a book entitled R.E.A.D.Y, The Recipe for Success. Please welcome Joe Rock. How you doing?
Man, how you guys doing, man? I'm so grateful for guys having me, man. I appreciate you.
And we appreciate you. You're a true legend and an inspiration to me personally.
All right, I appreciate that, Robby.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Well, we're going to go ahead and get it started.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, so who is Joe Rock?
Joe Rock is a barber, a father, a friend. I'm a believer. Joe Rock is positive, inspiration, encouraging. Joe Rock is all of that. I pride myself on being a great person. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's Joe Rock. Joe Rock is a father, a husband, barber. That's who Joe Rock is.
What area of your life do you take pride most in being a leader or have an impact on?
Being a leader, it's my responsibility. I always go back to the Bible and stuff like that. So, the Lord started with man. So, I just look at my responsibility. It's been, as a man growing up, you don't know everything. You learn on the fly, I keep his commandments core to my heart. And I look at my responsibility as a man, a husband, and, I just handle my business as a man.
What inspired you to become a barber?
Well, it's funny because, I had a full-time job, back in the day working, 40 hours a week. And I was actually cutting hair on the side. And then, jobs and stuff is not promising. And my job ended up laying off and, they shut me down. So I'm like, daggone, what I got to do something for some money now. And this was before I had kids. So, I was like, man, I need some money, and in today's time, you're either working for somebody, working for yourself, or you're in the crime. So I definitely want to go and be in the crime. And then, I just got a little, sick of working for people because it's not really dependable. So I decided to, try my hands in barbering, and I started liking it. And I liked the impact that I was having. When I started cutting on my little brother's hair, buff, and started cutting his hair, and a few people in the neighborhood, and I got good at it, and some residual income started coming in, and I was like, okay, so let's do this. So I took it upon myself and went to Bladensburg Barber School, and across the bridge, and the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is definitely history. What do you love most about barbering?
Well, I like to say, barbering, you're close to people's ear gates. So, and then, barbering I took that opportunity to speak life into people. You know what I mean? Because, You know, I'm a firm believer, because if you're not lifting people up, you're tearing them down.
Yeah.
You know, what your words, you know, in the beginning, God he spoke, he used words. So if you're going to use words, they're either going to help or hinder. So I don't want to be responsible for, you know, speaking destruction on people. So every word come out of my mouth, you know, it's got to be positive. And I would encourage all the listeners, be encouraged, always be positive, because if you're not positive, you're negative. You're not going up, you're going down.
Right.
So all those little words and stuff like that, man, you know, I just, you know, it's just, but I don't want to get off topic, but you know, barbering, it's been really good. It's been therapy for me, and who the purpose of people I'm servicing.
Yeah. I could definitely attest to that. I remember all the time my mom sat me in your chair, like, I didn't need me to cut. I just needed something to be taught to.
Right.
She's like, hey, look, you went down to Joe Rock. So I know I can appreciate that. I know a lot of people probably watching this can probably attest to that too, that, you know, the role model that you've been. And I remember one time I was just sitting in your chair, and you were speaking life into somebody else that they didn't get a cut either. They were just there, and you were like, yeah, nah, like, don't talk about your dad like that. Like, don't, you know, trying to be encouraging. So, you know, I could definitely attest to that and appreciate it too.
Yeah, man, it's good, man. Like I said, we're men. At the end of the day, God started with man. We have a responsibility. Yeah. And this time is winding up. You know what I mean? So I don't want to get off topic, but yeah, man. So I could just, it's real to me. It's real to me, you know, it's real.
So what's it like owning your own barbershop?
I mean, it's good because I control my own destiny. You know, I take control. You know what I mean? And you know, I look at it like, you know, if I take heed to that, and he got his hands into that.
Yeah.
So he got total control of my life and my family's life and everything that I'm responsible for. God is in the midst. I always say this: if the good Lord take the roof off your house, can he see order? He can't bless messiness, man. And that starts with us individually. We got to clean ourselves up as men. Can't get no simpler than that.
Yeah. Did you ever feel like you had to choose between fatherhood and your dreams?
No, because, you know, it goes together. You know what I mean? It goes together. It goes hand in hand. You know, it's a lot of paths that we as men, we just can't do one. I always tell my kids, just do everything you're capable of doing. Just don't do one thing. Do everything. And as far as those two things, man, I just take them, put one in each hand and go with it, you know, just go with it.
How would you advise somebody that's having trouble with, you know, feeling like they have to either choose between fatherhood or parenting and chasing their dreams?
How would I advise that?
Yeah.
First, I would pray about it and get some clarity.
Yeah.
Because I think, you know, I mean, I think what you should be doing, it should be for God's work. It should be God's business. You know, that's what you gotta, I think every individual, every person gotta, do their own soul searching. You know, ultimately we are control of our own destiny. You know what I mean? So once a man realized that, he got to seek him for himself and get guidance for himself.
How is it working for the Men for Change?
Oh, the Men for Change has been great. My brother Stanford and David Ricks, they have been such an influence to me because they're a lot older than I am. And I tell them all the time, and I'll say, you guys inspire me because, like I said, they're older than I am, and they go just as hard as I go. So where I'm going, but you know, it's just been amazing to see. You know, in Fredericksburg, you know, it's just not a lot of. This is what I'm afraid of. I mean, Fredericksburg is just over 2,000 people. And it's a small percentage of people in Fredericksburg that want change. You know what I mean? So, and then I feel so good about working with them because it's encouraging for one. And like I said, if we don't breathe hope into that area, what is the youth going to do? What is the youth going to do? So, you know, I'm a righteous man. They're righteous men. Like I said, as long as we're doing God's business, you know, he's going to give us the strength to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? So, you know, we just got to stay at it, man. We just got to keep going. You know, normally when it's get a little tough sometimes, that's when you're at the closest. That's when you're achieving your goal. So we got to keep going. We got to keep punching. We got to keep slugging and don't give up. You know, I'm in this thing for the long haul. So that's where I am with that.
I remember when they started Men for Change. I think I was in like 4th or 5th grade, and they started with one person. They started with my cousin, and then it was a group of us. And then I can attest to like they have really made an impact on my life.
Yes,
and a lot of my friends and my siblings, everybody. We used to always go to the group every Friday and just, it keeps us away from the things that, I think at that time the statistic was 1 in 5 black men are to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And so they told us stand up, and I think it had to been 10 of us in there. So they're saying that 2 out of the 10 of us is probably going to go to jail. And it's just, I think the fact that they were trying to, do everything they could and still can to, beat those odds.
And that's powerful, Robby, because like, it's so serious, because if they wasn't doing what they're doing,
mm-hmm.
it would be, total destruction.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like, where's the hope? And then if you think about, if you don't have faith for one,
mm-hmm.
and you losing hope,
yeah,
destruction follows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? For those guys, man, I'm just so happy to be a part of. I'm just so happy to be a part of it. You know what I mean? So, man, we got a job to do, man, and I don't want to forget in saying this, but now you think about this. Now you think about the memories that we had at my barbershop when you used to come,
mm-hmm.
and you think about what Men for Change did for you. Now you'll be able to take that
mm-hmm.
when you go older as a man.
Yeah.
You be able to look back on those good times, because you think about it, the youth is not creating memories like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when they get older, what are they going to have? They're going to have no strength.
Yeah.
Suicide going to come in. And then what? It's bad.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, like I always say this, we as conscious men, we have to do something.
Yeah.
And it starts with unifying.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it by myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think in God's eyes, we got to come together.
Mm-hmm.
I always say, we looking at this thing physically. We got to look at this thing spiritually.
Yeah.
Because this body of ours is going back.
Mm-hmm.
It's going back, dog.
Yeah.
And then I want to hear, well done, my servant. You know what I mean? This soul we have, man, it's going to live on.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say this, our flesh is responsible for the souls we have.
Mm-hmm.
Robby, I don't got this gray for nothing, man. You made a comment coming in the house a while ago talking about all this gray. Oh yeah, just keep living. You'll get it. Just keep living.
I think the last thing on that topic, I think it is just powerful. Like, like I have a little brother, and I always should try to impart into him. And I know I get on his nerves right now. He be sucking his teeth and all that, but I'm like, all the messages I remember from like you, from my cousins, from my, for the Men for Change,
right?
All the men that's in my life, like they are living proof. Like now, as I'm a young man growing into an older man, so then I can impart that onto the people. Like, I coach track, or even this podcast, being able to bring people like you on,
right.
And, the conversations we have to be able to spread it, because it's necessary. Like I think it's a sin to have knowledge and not use it. So you got to be able to impart what you learn onto other people so that it can impact them and they can grow and the cycle repeats.
And that's why I really iterated on you guys a while ago when I came in here a while ago. I said, man, look, man, and I really like what y'all doing, because you're giving people a platform to express,
mm-hmm.
for one, and having the courage. A lot of people can't do this, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people not going to get on camera and start talking. A lot of people ain't going to do this, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, man, I'm old school. You know what I mean? I got old school traditions and values. I like to sit on the back burner and simmer. I'm not going to get in that race world. You figure I'm 52 years old, and I got more time behind me than I got in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's all about intentional living for me.
Yeah.
It's all about intentional living for me. I'm trying to solve a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And as long as I'm doing this for the righteous reasons, man, God He gonna extend favor to me and my family, everything under my care. You know what I mean? So I'm rolling with that.
So switching gears a little bit, how did you meet your wife?
My boo. Yeah, man. It was crazy because, we was now see, me and my wife, we got the same passion. She do a lot. She sings,
mm-hmm.
and long story short, this was way back before you guys was born. I was over at Denton. We used to go over there and play ball all the time,
mm-hmm.
and man, we used to hoop. They don't hoop like them back in the day. We used to hoop. And right now, man, I'm telling you, they don't have a clue, man. They just don't have a clue. So this particular day, man, I was over Denton. We was hooping at the local park, and we used to go over there all the time, maybe 2 times a week. And we used to hoop. And then I used to see her walking outside. She used to be, she had a little girls group in the road, and she used to teach them. So I was like, man, this girl's always with these kids and stuff, like I could tell she's the leader. And she had a big influence on her. So I didn't say anything to her or anything like that. So, I mean, I know she was of age. I was like, man, I just never said nothing.
Yeah.
But I used to see her all the time, and she was doing the same thing. And I noticed she was different than all the other girls that was out there.
Yeah.
So I took notice of that. And my homeboy, Fontaine, he was in Denton, and we used to kick it. We used to kick it a little bit, and he had said something. He said, man, Joe Rock. He said, man, she showed some interest. I was like, okay. And then she said, I think word got back to me that she wanted to take me to the prom or something. I was like, oh snap. So I was a little intrigued, and we exchanged numbers and everything, and we talked, and I wanted to see what she was about. And once she told me her dream, it went with my dream. So I was like, when I called her, I mean, she was talking, Jack. I mean, she was not afraid. She was talking. I turned around, looked at my phone. And this was back in the day when we had cell phones. We had a landline, you know what I mean? So we had to put it up to her ears. So, and she was talking, telling me her dreams. I said, wow. I said, man, she got something on her mind, you know what I mean? So like I said, our spirits resonated, and man, we kicked off and been rolling ever since, man.
Yeah, I think you already spoke on it, but like, what made you fall in love with her? Well,
like I said, we share the same dreams.
Yeah.
We shared the same dreams. We had something in common, and our spirits was there, and it was like, it was just meant to be. You know what I mean? It was just, you'll know. You'll know when you get that right one, you'll know. You'll know.
So how has it been being married for 25 years?
Nah, I haven't said it's good. I haven't said it's been perfect or anything like that, but I like to say when it get rocky and when things don't go your way, it's something to be learned in that situation. So you don't get up and run. You learn from it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I think that builds character. That builds strength. It builds all those things that you need for a marriage to have longevity. So yeah, you gotta talk and communicate and hear each other out, be understanding. And like I said, learn from it and just grow from it.
Okay, so being that you've been married for 25 years, like what aspect of that has kept y'all together? Like what has kept y'all together through thick and thin? Like,
for one, I'm gonna say, we're God-fearing, and we didn't get married. We didn't get married just for a fling. You know what I mean? We got kids together. So we're going to work this thing out. And I mean, it's got to be understanding. And like I said, we both faring. And like I said, it hasn't been all perfect, but it's not worth nothing. Nothing came along for us to split up or anything like that. But like I said, when tests and stuff come, you deal with it. And you work it out and you learn something from it. So I can't really say we've been married all these years and I have no issues. You know what I mean? So, and then once you guys get older and have a family, you will see it too. You know what I mean? So, but it's been great. It's been great, man. It's really been great.
What's something you love the most about her?
We share the same dream. She's funny. She can sing. She's very talented, and she supports my dream. You know what I mean? We didn't, get together, to compete. She came to complete. You know what I mean? So, she came to complete. We got to work on each other, man. We work on each other. Like I said, we got the same goals and dreams, man. That's supposed to intertwine. You know what I mean? So, yeah, she's been a blast.
What's the hardest lesson about love you've had to model for your children?
The hardest lesson. Wow. What's the hardest lesson about love you've had to model for your children? Just being there. I mean, it's not hard. it's not it's not nothing hard. I'm there for my kids, man. I lost both of my parents before I was 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, from day one, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it hasn't really been hard for me. It hasn't been hard. Nah, it hasn't been hard. It hasn't been hard or anything like that.
It's interesting because you always hear people talk about all the struggles and stuff about parenthood. And so to hear you kind of say that it's not really hard, I'm just there. Like, is it really that simple? Do people overcomplicate it?
I think people are overcomplicated. Dude, I lost both my parents before I was 7 years old. Ain't nobody give me a book and tell me how to do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? God was there from the beginning. And I didn't have my parents. So from day one, I'm there to the end.
Yeah.
And it's not even no question. It's no question for me. Nah, I'm there for the long haul. You know what I mean? And so, and while I'm doing that, I take care of everything under my care. And like I said, for that, God gonna show blessings. I'm in my rightful place.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I'm perfect, but my commandments are kept. Mm-hmm. And for that, I'm covered, man.
Mm-hmm. So, my condolences to your parents, but due to them not being there, what was your role model to show you?
My role models?
Yeah, to kind of guide you into how to be a parent. And
see, y'all don't know this, but back in the day, back in the early 80s, times was different, a lot different. And so y'all can't fathom how it was. I lived through it. Somebody can tell y'all guys, because y'all real young, but I lived through it. Mm-hmm. And see, back in the day, you only spoke when spoken to. Kids stayed in their place. Mm-hmm. They stayed in their place, and they wasn't no ifs, ands, buts about it. The parents back in the day had total control.
Right.
So, it's just different. It's just different right now, man. But it's just totally different, dog, man. It's just the times is just different, man. It's sad to see, how the culture has changed. Yeah. I mean, it's unrecognizable. And back in the day, we had morals and respect. If we did something, we ran around the corner. These kids today, they doing it in your face. Mm-hmm. And for that, they're going to be judged. Mm. They're going to be judged, man. Yeah. It's serious, man. This is serious. And like I said, I can't reiterate enough. Yeah. I look at everything spiritually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just here passing through, man. So I can't reiterate on the importance of time enough. So yeah.
I think like kind of what you're speaking on, it's just like there's a lack of balance, because I do think that there were some things that like my grandparents might have did to my mom that kind of influenced her to be a little bit softer, which I can understand. But some of those principles are still very valuable that are lacking today as well because of that a little bit soft, that softness. So I think some things are, like just beat your kid for no reason, like not really, more out of anger than what they did.
Oh yeah.
That kind of needs to leave. But at the same time, discipline is still necessary so that they don't become, undisciplined kids, become undisciplined adults.
Exactly. Because you hit, that's powerful, because when we got discipline back in the day, we got discipline. And they were sitting there watching us. Today, when they discipline, they'll say, sit down somewhere, then they'll go on about their business. Mm-hmm. Parents, they'll discipline right here, then they'll go on about their business, or they're not disciplined at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the kids, they play on that. I mean, if you're not stern and consistent, man, these kids running amok, man. You kids don't even got pacifiers no more, man. That's crazy, yo. You only see.
So, do you treat your grandkids the same way you treat your kids?
No. I'm very lenient with my grandkids, but I gotta be a little stern. But the kids, my grandkids are so privileged, and it's amazing. My grandmother, my mom's mother, she passed away at 41, and here I am, 52. Mm. So I outlived my parents and my grandma. Mm. So, but to have grandkids, man, it's just a different love, man. It's just, wow, I can sit back and reflect. And sometimes I sit back and watch them. I'm like, wow, man. It's crazy, man, how fast they are. You know, how they learn so fast and how tech savvy they are and how much time they put on these gadgets. You know, it's like, wow, man, it's scary. It's scary. I'm scared. I'm kind of shook for them a little bit, but you know, my son Trey's 2 boys and Keem, little boy, they're great dads, man. I sat back and watched. I'm really surprised, man. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. My kids got kids, but I sat back and let them do their thing. Yeah. And I'm more observant now, man. But it's really a privilege. It's really a privilege.
Do you feel like listening to you talk? I don't think you do, but do you feel like you love your kids the way that you love your grandkids the way you wanted to love your kids? Nah,
it's different because with my kids, it was sterner. You know, it was more stern. It was more correction. You know, me being the disciplinarian. You know, with my kid, the grandkids, they get away with everything. I gotta act like it, but but they got a little soft spot for Papa. You know what I mean? They call me Papa. Pop. It's just done something. First time I heard my little grandbaby say Pop, she called me Pop. And she run to me, give me a hug. I was like, wow. You know what I mean? That my grandson R.E.A.D.Y, you know, he like outdoors. You know what I mean? He love outdoors, and that's stuff I used to like back in the day. Yeah. You know, my granddaughter, my granddaughter, she is tough as nails, man. And then Keem's son, Coda, he's like, he catching it right with him. You know what I mean? I can tell, it's like, I can see when they start setting up and want to get out your arms, that's their way of telling you they want to be independent. You know what I mean? You think about it. When you holding these kids and when they get enough courage to get up off on their own 2 feet, they're independent. Yeah. They're gone. They're exploring on their own. Right. So you always say this: when you hold kids, you hold them up in your arms, they feel secure when they decide and they don't want to go nowhere. You ever notice a kid when you hold them up, you pick them up, and you lean into somebody and they turn away? That's them making a decision. Yeah, they know what they want to do. But as soon as they get out your arms and start having enough confidence to start pulling up on stuff and start walking, that's them telling you they independent. You dag, yes, it's real, man. Yeah,
that's interesting. I know there's a lot I don't know about having kids yet, but that is something that I've always desired is to be a parent, like to pass that on. Like I always say I'm ready. I don't know what I don't know, but I'm ready for that task personally.
It's good, man. It's not. What I would say is make sure you got your significant other. Do your homework first. And I would encourage all you guys, do your homework first and find out if your goals intertwine or it'll save you a lot of pain, headache, unnecessary stress, or you be getting this good. I'm just joking.
Nah, ain't no joke. It's gonna come. What's the difference between love that comforts and love that challenges? And how do you balance both?
Comfort. What's the difference between love that's comforts? Comfort is compromising. Comfort is comfortable. Compromising, going good. Everything is okay. And then the challenges would be stones or rocks in the program, the bumpy roads, all that kind of stuff. So you take the good with the bad. You figure it out. You know, you work through it. You know what I mean? Like I said, life is not perfect, dog. If you're going through something, it's something for you to be learned. Yeah. You know what I mean? So don't run from it. Take it head on and work through it. It didn't come to tear you down. It came to build you up. Yeah. So just don't run from it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I pray with my siblings at night, and two things I pray for. I pray for my enemies. I pray for the people that don't like me, and I pray for, the things that got on my nerves today, because it's all for a purpose, like you said. Like, all the bad times, like they get on my nerves, it stress me out. But like you said, like it always pushes me. It gets me in that gear. Like every time somebody be like, I didn't like this about the podcast. It stinks because this my thing. But I'd be like, you know what? Bet.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Let that drive you.
Exactly.
Let that drive you.
That's
why I told you guys a while ago, man. I applaud what you guys are doing. I applaud what you're doing, and I applaud you for doing it in this area because it's so needed. You know what I mean? And when you got cats like myself, and I know you got a couple other guys, coming through that's very influential in this area, man. We got to spread the word, and we got to use the podcast and the network. The Facebook and all that kind of, you got to use it now so we can use it for the build up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So man, like I said, man, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, man, keep getting the word out. And God got his hands in it. He going to send the right people. He's going to send the right people. Yeah.
Do you think love without pain can truly exist?
I don't think it exists, man. I think it's necessary. It's necessary. It's necessary, man.
Necessary? You think the pain is necessary?
It's growth. I mean, it's growth, man. Like I said, it's not going to be peace. I mean, love is love. Love is what it is, man. But like I said, it's necessary, though. It is, though. It's necessary, man. Like I said, it's ups and downs. Life changes. Everything. People's differences, male and female, we're different people, man. So it's a lot of compromise there. And like I said, that's room for growth. And that's the way I look at it. So I think it's a help more as a hinder. That's for me. Yeah.
I think it's for everybody. I think a lot of people just don't recognize it. Like, I think the best analogy is like when you're working out. When you're working out, it hurts. It hurts to work out. It hurts to run a mile.
But you're getting results.
You're getting better though.
Yeah.
So that's probably the best way to look at life. Like, the moments that you pissed off, you're like, dang, like, why is this happening? So that you can be better. So that the next time that this obstacle comes, you know how to attack it. It's not something that's going to break you, especially if you're still alive. So it's for a reason.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What inspired you to write your book, R.E.A.D.Y, The Recipe for Success?
Wow. So.
And that marketing.
I'll give you guys a short story. When I had the barbershop in Federalsburg, I was at my desk. I was on the computer. And I guess it was about 11:30 or 12 o'clock, right before around lunchtime. And I was just sitting at my desk and I looked outside and I seen these kids. They was on the phone and they was walking, never once looked up, crossed the street, never looked up. And I was like, wow, man. And I stood up and looked at them, walk until I couldn't see them no more. And I heard something in my spirit said, they're not ready. I said, wow. So I wrote it down on a piece of paper, ready. And because back in the day, now see, this is something you guys didn't know. You couldn't possibly know if nobody didn't tell you. Back in the day, when we was in elementary school, we couldn't go uptown. No. If we played hooky or something, we couldn't go to school or something, we had to wait till the kids got out of school to go outside and mingle. We could not go uptown. That's the way it was back in the day. We couldn't go uptown and roam around like that. No. And see, back in the day, if you were to go uptown, you would feel out of place. People would know that or cop might, where you supposed to be at.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's like I said, it's so different now, man, that the kids, they don't have a clue, man.
Yeah.
They don't have a clue. So when I wrote the word ready down, like I said, a little small voice said they're not ready. So I worked the word ready down, and the R is for ready. The E is for energy and the effort. The A is for attitude. The D is for drive and determination. And the Y is for yearn. So I like to say this concept puts leadership on you. Once you have found out what you want to do with your life, this concept won't help nobody that ain't trying to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you want to be a basketball player, a football player, baseball player, these acronyms put leadership on you. You know what I mean? So if you 100% ready, You 100% putting forth the energy and the effort.
Yeah.
100% attitude is right. 100% determined and driven.
Mm-hmm.
And 100%. What do you think? What do you think a football team? If a quarterback took these acronyms and applied them to themselves, and they're the leader, you make sure that center, the tackle, the end,
Mm-hmm.
the whole line understand this concept.
Mm-hmm.
That's results.
Yeah.
And this is the song I wrote, Sports, Politics, or Business. This covers everything.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers,
Mm-hmm.
cops. This concept right here, it's more than it's more than what it takes to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that's transcendent, dog.
Mm-hmm.
This is transcendent. This book right here, man. If I can get this in every household, I think I can change the world. That's how I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that serious to me because you think about this. And I ain't trying to go left field. You think about this. And I ain't trying to put nobody down. I know Nike is a multi-billion-dollar company.
Mm-hmm.
Adidas, multi-billion-dolor company.
Mm-hmm.
Under Armour, multi-billion-dollar company. All of that stuff is exterior.
Mm-hmm.
This concept ready,
mm-hmm.
that's in your heart forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope y'all feel my passion
Yeah.
because I can feel it in me right now. You know what I mean? That's this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Champion, man.
Yeah.
Winner. You know what I mean? That's this concept right there. That's dear to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's dear to me. I always said, Nike, you can take that off, throw in the trash if you want to. But if you really put this in your heart, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's serious, man.
It's nice.
And when I did the book, I took a whole bunch of shots. And I didn't want to picture just set on the book.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to like I'm a part of the book. Y'all see that? Yeah. You see that? The recipe for success, man.
Yeah. It's
that serious. I'm working on a little something. I'm telling you, I'm working on a little something. You guys gonna have me get there.
You know, that reminds me of I think I was just getting out of church and my dad called me and he was talking to my little brother. He was like, hey, doesn't my last name Thompson? He was like, doesn't Thompson mean that you can do whatever you put your mind to? And I was like, yeah. My little brother like, no, it don't. That's not what I mean. I'm like, see, you missing the point, yo. The point of what he's trying to say is that, like, once you put your mind to it, like I tell my little brother all the time, he's 12. He's smarter at 12 than I was at that age. You know, like I have no issue saying that because it's like all that knowledge and everything he has. But the point of what I'm saying is that like you put your mind to anything that you apply yourself to anything you're trying to do, like you can do it. And especially because of who you are. You know, like we just put these things, you know, like I say I'm too fast, you know, he's Soldier. We put all these things in place. But what we're really saying is that anything that you apply yourself to, you put your mind to, you can accomplish it. It don't matter, especially if you have that mindset.
That's true. But you gotta understand, man. Look at here, me and my wife was talking about this morning. Do you see all this stuff that's going around in the school systems, man?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got kids beating up cops and stuff in school, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man. This stuff is unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say this. How do we fix a problem? And I'm going to put it right out there. It's the government is creating a problem.
Mm-hmm.
How do we fix it? Think about that. How do we fix a problem if the government is creating a problem? Mm-hmm. Now I know fathers and stuff, they gotta have the responsibilities and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. I think we can start fixing the problem if the males start taking the responsibilities and raising kids and stuff like that, just making kids and that's not raising them right. They got to be there. And that's all in my book. Mm-hmm. It's all in my book. Fathers have got to take responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to be cordial and understand. You got to raise these kids because I always say this. If you put a seed on that table, it'll forever be a seed sitting on that stand. Watch this. But if you take that seed, and we all seeds, and put that seed in a proper environment, wow. You take that seed. Now you got all kinds of different seeds, right? Now you think about it, you put a, let's say if you got 5 different trees, and then each seed is representing a different creed. Get locked in together, roots, Black people, Mexican people, white people, we together.
Mm-hmm.
Strong together. We can withstand anything. And give them this concept.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If we can get this concept in the hearts of man, in the household,
yeah,
in the neighbors, we build the city,
yeah,
then the state, then the world.
mm-hmm.
It starts with the hearts of man.
Yeah.
It starts with the heart of man taking responsibility.
Yeah.
It takes the responsibility. I can't reiterate that enough. It takes the heart of men to take responsibility. Make sure the heart is right. Just like I told you a while ago, if the Lord take the roof off the house, you got to see order. You got to see order in us first. Encourage and not turn down. Look how negative the rivals and stuff. I mean, I ain't knocking nobody what they do to earn, but you're hurting us, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just being real. You're hurting us, man. Like I said, if you're not lifting up, you turn down.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are selling out. And see, back in the day, man, like conscious rappers, like the Carrots ones and the Racoons, boy, y'all just don't know, man. I still, it's that flavor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now, man, it's degrading. I mean, come on, man. So once these kids don't got the faith, they're going to start losing hope. And them no hope. And the parents, the household is distraught. These kids is just, they're in a situation where they're growing.
Yeah.
But they leaning too. It's not the proper environment.
Right. So
you're trying to fix these kids where they done took root and they going to the side. It's hard to fix a bent tree. It's trying to, they got to be in a proper environment, dog.
Yeah.
And look at the school system, like I said a while ago, dog. Look at this mayhem. You know what I mean? I like to get this in the school systems.
Yeah.
But you can't put God in it. Come on, man, it's a serious problem, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to take us to come up with some kind of plan to do something to inspire.
Yeah.
I always say this, if we don't do what's necessary, the kids lose, we fail, and the God's eyes, game over.
Yeah. It definitely is going to take all of us, especially the leaders. And the thing, the bad thing I see too is like, well, I don't think there's a big issue with that because, like, you know, a lot of the people I see, that's like, you know, the black men here, they all come together. You know, like you have Nap Day, you got Buff Day. You know, I remember you used to have Joe Rock Day. You know, like, so that brings community together, and people just think it's a basketball tournament but no, that is community in that.
I'm gonna put some pressure on you guys. Y'all conscious. So now y'all responsible. Dog, now if y'all didn't know better, okay, y'all conscious men, man.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have no kids, nothing. Y'all great brothers, good spirited, man. Y'all good. But I just want y'all to take the responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, and then when you're doing these podcasts, is go in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm glad that some of me is rubbing off on y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is me planting a seed.
Exactly.
It don't cost nothing to support.
Right.
It's in your spirit.
Right.
It don't cost anything. Nike, $1 billion business. Exterior. Cutting hair. Exterior.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the heart now. It's the spirit. You think about it. When you're born, your heart is already beating. You don't even know what your name is. Your heart is already beating. Doom, 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 doom. So what you put on your mind, that'll take you to your destiny. That's why I keep telling y'all, man, positive, encourage, and all that good stuff. Stay there. Stay there. You see them distractions over there. I'm conscious of it. Stay there. You know, to deal with anything, you got to process it. Well, I know it's over there. It's not even important anymore. Because I know with me being disciplined, keeps my household covered. Yeah. Oh, it's easy, man. And it's beautiful. I'm serious, man. Yeah. I just love it, man. I'm telling you, man, this is fun. It really is, man. Because I like I said, you know, being a barber and stuff like that, I don't want to jump off track or anything like that. But, you know, it's just, you know, barbers with surgeons, man. They trying to solve a problem.
Right.
You know, Ben Carson, they always say open heart surgery, man. Nah, I'm it's amended. I'm amending hearts now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Spiritually, they doing it physically. I'm doing it spiritually.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where I'm at, man.
Yeah. Something I just thought about, and then because I don't want to keep staying off track, but you know, in football, when you get a penalty, it's a 5-yard, 10-yard penalty. But why do people get penalty like false start? Because mentally you're not disciplined. You pay like everything, like you were just saying, you pay attention to all the distractions. You got a D lineman in front of you. He might clap or something, or you got the noise. You got maybe you think about a play you just messed up on because mentally you're not focused.
Right.
And then what happens? You get a 5-yard penalty. And that throws off the whole drive.
Yes. How
many times they go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15, and they talk. The commentators say it is so hard to overcome that.
Yeah. 1st
and 20, you know. So just because you're not mentally disciplined, you're throwing off the whole thing. And that's the same thing like with us. You know, when you focus, you stay focused on what you guys stay focused on. You know what I mean? Like I'll talk about me personally. Like I was in a hospital 2 weeks ago. And so that kind of threw off our whole operation for the podcast. And like, yeah, that's understandable. But at the same time, okay, I'm not in the hospital no more.
Right.
It's no excuse for me to not be posting these clips, to not be doing everything we need to do to keep pushing forward on our mission and what we got going on.
That's right.
And so that goes for everybody else too. Like it's something small as that. We'd have missed 3 episodes that's supposed to be posted these past couple of weeks, you know, and that's on me because I allow these distractions to knock me off versus staying on the course.
Yeah, you back on track though. You back on track.
Yeah, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
So finish this sentence. Love is
caring, sharing, together. You know, that word love, man, like I said, I go back biblically again. God's love. Love is, I think it takes, I don't think a person could just to be, you could be lovely, but when you say love, I think it takes two. You know what I mean? I think it takes another entity. You know what I mean? So love is together and sharing, commitment, truth. I would think about one more word. I would think it was another one out there somewhere. Bonding. You know what I mean? Unify as one. And in God's eyes, love is beautiful. Robby like, yeah, that's another nugget.
That's definitely something we're gonna add. But
yeah.
You got anything else, bro? Nah. You got anything else you want to share? Or
man, you know what, Robby, man, and my man, yo, I'm just keep doing what y'all doing, man. And I'm gonna tell you something else. After you go through these next couple of interviews, won't you invite us all back? You know what I mean? And then you know, you can bring some questions up. That's how we break bread. Now, what I can do is after you get your interviews and everything situated, you can grab a few guys, and what I'll do is I'll talk for the Men for Change in the building in Phillipsburg. Maybe come down there and set up shop, man. You know what I mean? Come down there, man. One afternoon or something, man. We can sit back and eat, and we can do something, on a bigger magnitude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, we'll get together and we'll get some questions and stuff like that, and maybe y'all got the information that we talked about. Maybe you can reiterate on some questions that you already asked, and it just, yeah, man, it's something to look forward to. I can see it in I can feel it in your spirits. You know what I mean? That one evening, man, we come up and set up, man, we can invite some people out, man, sit back and just talk and listen. It'd be good for a podcast. It'd be for because my website will be up and running first of the year. I got one right now, but it's being refreshed. Yeah. So, some big plans this year, man. Yeah. I got some big things happening.
I'm excited to see.
Man, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm serious. Y'all just don't. I wrote a play. Yeah. I wrote a stage play called Joe's Ark. Oh my gosh. Y'all just don't have a clue. And being y'all doing this, y'all can help me. Yeah. Dude, this play, Joe's Ark, is going to be a showstopper. I don't want to put it all like that, but I'm telling you, I'm working. Oh my gosh, yo. I'm excited. I want y'all to get excited with me.
I'm excited.
I'm serious, man.
So what's it called again?
It's called Joe's Ark.
Joe's Ark.
Joe's Ark. And I'm going to say this. to fix today's problem, we got to go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dog.
I like that.
Oh, my goodness. Off the air. When y'all got some free time, off the air, call me. You got some free time. I stay right here in Seaford. You come by, I'll give you a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested.
And what that'll do is it'll revamp what y'all been doing. Then y'all can go in this real harder.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Before you go back to Florida, before you go back to Baltimore, make sure you get up with me. Come to the crib. I give you a sneak peek of this.
No, I stay here though.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. Or if you're not here, you can come by and we can give y'all guys a sneak peek. I need for people to see what I've been, and I haven't even put it out there on blast yet. Yeah. Like I said, I've been on the back burner just simmering. I'm going to read the synopsis. Now, if I can get this right here, what I'm about to read to you in every household. Y'all ready? This is the synopsis. So I always see what I do with this book is I take a book around with me all the time. And if I meet somebody in the store or something I build a connection with, I give them a book. I sign and give it to them. So I always tell them to read the synopsis to tell you everything what the book is about. I don't have my glasses on me, so I'm going to get through this. Too often, the wrong mindset and attitude hinders our progress, happiness, and success. Good character and integrity are traits to embrace in order to get beyond where we are today. We all have areas of gifting to offer this world. Every day we should pursue fulfilling our purpose, no matter our past or current situation. This booklet is all about having an upright moral way of thinking and living. Ready is a call to action for every household. It's a way of being and a way of journeying through life. Dog, if every man take the responsibility, y'all, we can change the world, man. Just on how we think. I always tell the kids in my group, I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to get you to think. Yeah. And so much time has went by. I'm not trying to sit down and hold your hand and try to get you to understand it. I'm going to lay the path. Yeah. And I'm going about my business. I'm 52 years old, man. And like I said, I got more time behind me than I got in front of me. So from here on out, it's all about intentional living. It's all about lifting up, encouraging, promotion, success, laughter, love, sharing together, unifying, all that good stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be negative, downpour, crying, hold up, lack. And that's not for the spirit. That's nothing good for the spirit. You know what I mean? So, man, it's just been a thrill, man. Come over here and talk to you guys, man. And I could feel you guys' energy. You know what I mean? And I'm just excited this next step that God has for me. Sure. And if y'all want to get on board, man, more to oblige.